What's up, guys? I'm back nearly a week later than I thought I would be. Well, not a week later, about 5 days, but this is 5 days too many. I was trying to get this up. I think I posted a video up on Monday. The plan was to put one up on Tuesday, but work got one away, whatever. This is also like my fourth attempt at trying to make this video. Things just keep happening. So we're going to try again. Keeping these fingers crossed, and we'll get through this together. So, like I said, last video was quite a big haul, and this is the other half of that haul, so you can see why I needed to do two videos. So, I'm not going to mess around, I'm not going to chat on, I'm going to get straight to it. I'm going to show you what I picked up. So first up, picked up some back issues of Captain America. So I picked up number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I basically completed the first run of this Captain America storyline, the whole Dimensional Z, or Z, depending on how you pronounce it, storyline, and I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a very good storyline. It was nice to see Captain America out of his comfort zone, so to speak. And I love the whole father-son relationship they're going on as well, and the backdrop of his own childhood. It was a very good storyline. I'm not a fan of Artem Zola. I just don't like the look of the character. Just think he looks rubbish. That side is very good, and there's tragedy in this at the end of this book with Agent Carter and Ian, his son. And it is good though. It's definitely it's worth picking up. I'm going to pick up the next couple of issues just to see where it goes. I don't think it's going to be a monthly pickup for me. Don't think so. But I will give the next issue a go just to see what happens. Because, you know, issue 11 is just very much about Captain America just getting back into his own time, realising it's 12 years later, and just moving on with the losses he's suffered. So he's grieving, and how much that's going to play on, I don't know. But it was a good storyline. I think everyone loves Captain America. He's one of those stable heroes, but sometimes he can be a bit predictable because of who he is and what he stands for. I liked it. It's nice to see. I got a feeling now it's back in the real world, so to speak. I might find it a bit boring, I don't know. But we'll see. I'm always open. Next up, here we go. X-Men. I'm loving my X-Men. You know me, I'm an X-Men guy. So, the Battle of the Atom storyline, I'm loving it. I think it's a great storyline. It's classic X-Men. You know, it's about the future, it's about the past, it's about consequences, and it's about Jean Grey, Scott Summers, Magneto. It's got all the big time players, it's got all the classic elements to make a fantastic story. And you know, it's great. You got Wolverine and Cyclops at loggerheads again. You know, Wolverine wants to send the kids back to the future. Cyclops wants to keep them here because he's, you know, he feels he's the guardian, the saviour of mutant kind. And you know, these X-Men from the future, can they be trusted? I'm not so sure. You know, that's definitely the picture they're painting. So I can't wait for the next installments of this. This story is just great. So we picked up chapter 4 in Uncanny X-Men 12. Oh, sorry. We then picked up chapter 5 in Wolverine and X-Men, issue 36. Good issue. This basically puts Scott and Wolverine at loggerheads again, and they both say to each other why they hate each other again. And there's also a great battle between Emma Frost, Jean Grey, two Jean Greys. It's classic X-Men stuff. It's brilliant, brilliant. Read it, please read it. Pick up my trade if you have to read it. Then we got chapter 6 in All New X-Men, issue 17. 17? Wow, we're flying with that one, aren't we? Well, let's bring that quickly. Again, I just can't. You know, I am an X-Men fanboy. That's where I, you know, that's one of my first loves, so to speak. So yeah, I'm not going to apologise for that. Everyone's got their own favourite book, and that's certainly for me X-Men. Anything X-Men. You know, the X-Men world is so rich and so just plentiful of characters and storylines. You're never going to get bored. Never. So, highly recommend it. Okay, Ultimates, issue 30, the final part of this disassembled storyline. Bit disappointed, to be honest. We had the great reveal last issue of Sue Richards, turning out to be Kang Conqueror, and that she was sent back in time from Reed. And you know, this should have played out a lot better. Should have played out. We should have had another maybe 3 or 4 issues. There's so many other elements going on here. We had Tony Stark being dead because he had the Infinity Gem in his head. You know, and it just feels like they just wrapped this up as quick as they could so they could tie it in with all the other Marvel events, which kind of pissed me off because, you know, Iron Man dies and suddenly he's back now. His body's alive again. You know, it's stupid. Completely wasted the opportunity to have a fantastic storyline, and they were doing so well. It's a real shame they had to finish it like this. Very disappointed. You know, like I said, 2 or 3 more issues. Just draw it out. Let's see some good battles. You know, we didn't get to fully see the Reed Richards and Sue Richards sort of interaction with one another, their feelings for one another. They hardly interact at all. You know, and then at the end of it, they pretty much make Reed Richards a lab rat. You know, like he's all succumbed to the Ultimates, like whatever. You know, just it's a shame. You know, Marvel were doing so well, and it's a shame they just didn't think about this title a bit more and tied it into the overall plan for Marvel. A bit disappointed. Then we had All New X-Men Special Issue 1. So I keep waving the books around. This is going to be a 3-part or 4-part story. It's a 3-part story. The Arms of the Octopus, it's called. And basically this is going to revolve around Dr. Octopus coming from the past. You know, because the whole time space continuum things fractured and whatnot. Dr. Octopus comes through the past, but because he comes through the past, he's highly radiated and stuff. Spider-Man thinks, you know, it couldn't possibly be an older version of himself because he doesn't recall it happening and he doesn't think time travel is possible. And you've got Hank McCoy, he's like, no, it is possible, I'm from the past. It's good. You know, what it did get me thinking was maybe there's plenty of opportunity here for the rebirth of Dr. Octopus. You know, we could have a young Dr. Octopus put back in the current Marvel world. You know, then we could also see maybe a young Peter Parker come through as well. So we could have, you could possibly have a world where we have Dr. Octopus, Peter Parker, and Superior Spider-Man all living together under one banner. There's just so many opportunities here to take Spider-Man in any direction you want to, really. So I think a lot of people who want Peter Parker to come back may think he is. I don't know. You know, who knows what their plan is for Spider-Man, but this gives you some options. But a very good storyline. I'm looking forward to reading issue 2. I believe issue 2 is going to be a Hulk special, and then I would guess issue 3 is going to be a Spider-Man special. So yeah, it's worth picking up. I enjoyed that. Superior Foes of Spider-Man issue 4. Good issue. Once again, it delves more into the background of Boomerang and his thoughts. You realise he's just lonely, really. A lot of people love this book. I do enjoy it. I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy it. But for me, as much as I enjoy it, I've asked myself, do I enjoy it enough to keep buying it? And I don't think I do. Ultimately, every time I read this book, I think, oh, that was quite good. And then I feel quite empty afterwards because it doesn't really feel any kind of whole. Even though you've read a story, you know it doesn't mean nothing or there's no implications. And you just left really not really caring about these characters. So it's very disposable in that sense. And I don't like that. If I'm going to spend my money on books, I like something I can get invested in. and really wrap myself up in it. I can't do this with this book. I find it very hard, so I will be dropping it. But I know a lot of you guys are enjoying it, so carry on. Then we've got Marvel Knights issue 1, Spider-Man. Was it the 99 or the 99 villains of Superman or something? I don't know. Part 1 of 5. This will be the only part I'm getting. Apart from the artwork in this book, there's not much going on that I like. I don't like the idea of the storyline. I don't like the way it's trying to tell it. In a nutshell, Peter Parker gets and I think it's old school Peter Parker. I don't think it's Superior Spider-Man Peter Parker. I'm not sure. But either way, he gets drugged by Mysterio, and he has to take on 99 of his own enemies. Albeit it won't be 99 of his enemies. It's all going to be in his head or some hallucinogenic. I don't really care because the story's crap. I ain't getting any more. And we got Superior Spider-Man issue 18. Love the book. I love this book. The Green Goblin thing aside, it's pissing everyone off. It's cool. It's just the new Spider-Man in his new world doing his own thing. And now we're getting to see some of the other characters get more involved and come more to the forefront as well, which I'm really liking. And you can start to see the remnants of this new world they're trying to set up, which I'm really looking forward to. So, really recommend it. Highly, highly recommend this book. And love this front cover. I love the plain white background. Awesome. We're getting there. With any of these left. For God of Thunder, issue 13. Part 1 of The Accursed. Part 1. This is just going to, Malekith's back, dark elves and that sort of stuff. He seems to be a bit of a crazy bastard. For me, I like the storyline so far. Part 1 starts off really, really well. The art is fantastic as normal. The writing is fantastic as normal. But the last storyline was so huge, God Bomb, so huge, that made me think he's not taking on a lesser opponent. It's not the right words, but the whole event seems a bit less grandeur. And I would like to I'm thinking maybe these storylines would have played out better the other way around. Maybe if we had the Accursed storyline first with Malekith, and then God Bomb, it would have worked better. But of course the film's coming out this month, so it makes sense to have the storyline going on now, so you can all tie it in and find it relevant to the film you're watching. It's clever, it makes sense, but I just think the severity of the characters would have been better to play the way around. Superior Carnage, 3 of 5, I think it was. 3 of 5, 3 of 6. This issue 2 was brilliant. Issue 1 was okay. Issue 2 was brilliant. This one, not so much. It started off well, and then it did this whole kind of super carnage thing with guns and stuff, and you went all Terminator, busting through a police station or a commissioner's house, whatever. Not really fussed, to be honest. Just not really fussed. I'm trying to think now what would bring me back, and there's nothing. I'm trying to think of the storyline, but the storyline is just some group of bad villains. You got the Claw. I can't remember the name of the main guy in it. I do apologise. See, that's how much of an impact's made on me. I can't remember the main characters. But in a nutshell, it's 3 guys trying to take over New York just to prove themselves the bad guys. Quite frankly, who cares? We'll be dropping it. And then we have Savage Wolverine, issue 8. I've loved this little storyline with Kingpin and Elektra and the ninjas and stuff. And I love the art in this book. Just fantastic art. I just can look at it forever. I really could. So really enjoying this series. This is for me, I love X-Men and I love Wolverine and X-Men, but there's not enough Wolverine, so I need a proper Wolverine fix, and this book gives it to me. This gives me the Wolverine I want to read about. Not too fussed on the other Wolverines, to be honest.